All right, let's move on very quickly. We have Catherine Vitaliano. 2 minutes as well, Catherine. If you are ready, 2 minutes, all right. She's joining us online. Oh no. All right, thank you very much, Catherine. Again, your 2 minutes start now.
Oh, thank you very much. I really have a lot to say, but I'm just going to narrow it to 2 things. After listening from this amazing submission, and somehow I disagree with some of them. Number 1, I will start with the question of militarization, and if it's really necessary for us as South Sudanese to have an army. Because like what Aluel has mentioned, I was born and raised, and my mom was born and raised in war. And right now, if we look in our national budget, most 52-53% of South Sudan national budget goes to military sector, and yet it doesn't translate to human security. So do we really need an army? And we know for a fact that there's some countries that doesn't have an army. Perhaps we just need a police and border security. That is it. And secondly, I enjoy history. I like history so much. And thank you, Dr. Francis. But the thing is, the notion of 2 Sudan, I totally disagree with that. And I have so many reasons onto why I disagree. As the first generation of South Sudan, we really appreciate the struggle, the vision. I think it's the symbol of national unity for us as the first generation South Sudanese. And we cannot go 3 steps ahead and then go back. There's no mistake when 92-98% of South Sudanese voted for referendum for us to have South Sudan, for us to go back again to do the system of governance whereby there is one country and then more or less like a federal governance. We don't want that. Rather, we want the mother party, which is the umbrella party, to step aside. Maybe we love SPLA, but perhaps we need to make SPLA as a symbol of unity and detach from the politics of the country and leave it to a technocratic governance to function. Because we know for sure that we can see in South Africa how the liberators now decide to sort of like capture the state. And the voting or people are now seeing clearly that it's high time for also the liberators to step aside and let technocratic governance take side. And basically for us, we know that as South Sudanese, all of us, we identify with the liberation struggle. So maybe let's make it as an institution and take it away from the politics of the country and let us have technocrats to lead the country. And we can write our constitution. And just lastly, one thing.
Seconds.
And in terms of the sense of urgency or the apathy that is growing, it's not because that people don't know, but if you didn't experience a public service, or if you didn't experience any sort of like public service, you are in the world throughout, how can you know that the government is supposed to do this for you? And we need that opportunity. And that's why it's very important that we need to institutionalize SPLA and lead technocratic governance to take us forward, not to go back to Sudan.
Okay.
Thank you.
I see that. I mean, that's the beauty of debate.